Yo, 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 live again. Um, didn't stream yesterday because I'm still feeling a bit shit, to be honest. But I did end up drawing a bunch, so this is what I did yesterday. um, yeah, give me a sec. So yeah, sketched out a bunch of ideas for the flash sheet, of which I'm definitely going to keep these two fans. I really like those. That one I'll touch up a little bit, change the leaves, maybe make it a bit more flowy, the flower maybe a little bit bigger so that it pops out a bit more from the frame. And this one I really do like. I think it's come out quite nice. Just chrysanthemums and peonies. And I also did these the other day, which I will also be using as part of the flash sheet, which are some Torrigates with sort of wabori backgrounds inside them, like mini backgrounds. It represents sort of like a gate into the Japanese tattoo aesthetic, and I really do actually quite like the ideas. And I think they fit quite nicely, sort of frames that, yeah, just show a bit of Japan and my experience in Japan so far. I did a bunch of drawings the other day of like a dragon claw, a hoju, stuff like that, but I don't think that fits with this flash sheet. I think this one I'm going to keep a bit more refined, I guess is the word. The dragon claw could be refined, but at the moment it's quite a raw, sort of traditional-ish looking dragon claw, whereas these are a bit more detail refined sort of thing. Yeah, today I think I'm going to start off doing a few squares and doing a few different backgrounds like these, because I'm not 100%. I like the ideas, but I don't love the exact aesthetic, so I'm going to have to look at some references and do a bunch of different options. And then also I'm going to redo the peony fan. And then as soon as those are done, I think I'm going to take it all straight into iPad, and they'll probably be ready to put onto a flash sheet. Sort of organize them nicely, fill in the space with a couple of sakura trees and stuff like that. And I also did, where's it at? Yeah, I also did this bonsai thing, and if I can fit it into this sheet, I think I will. But I'm not sure I'm going to have enough space, because I don't want to make these tiny either, but I do want the sheet to feel busy, and I do want to add the sakura blossoms and maple leaves. Maybe I can do without the maple leaves and just do the sakura blossoms. Maybe I can, I'm not sure, but I think this fits quite nicely with all of it. Sort of adds a bit more of an organic flow, but still the kind, nice side of Japan, not the dragon, not the flames. Although this is using flame logic, so the same logic I used to do these flames, I used to do this tree branch, bonsai tree trunk. So yeah, I think that's the way we're moving at the moment. Honestly, I really enjoyed doing this yesterday. It was quite meditative. It got a bit long towards the end, but this whole first half of the sheet was super enjoyable to do. So yeah, man, let's kind of get straight into it, I guess. Cool. Wait, I forgot I did this. I thought that was a blank piece of paper. So apparently I drew a lot of flowers. Alright. Also, the key for these was also to draw them smaller. Because, I mean, these can be drawn huge. I've got this sort of flash sheet, which I haven't painted yet, and I'm not sure when I'll get around to painting it, because as much as I like them, they're very big. They might be sellable, but they'd be sellable at not cheap. And at the moment I kind of want to focus on doing smaller bangers, just kind of, yeah, bring in more of an audience rather than bring in the high quality, not high quality because this would be a high quality audience as well in terms of interest, but I don't know, man, I kind of just want to do small tats for now. I just want to do them little bits, although if someone's interested in these, they will be done eventually. Just not my focus right now. And it's because also I've done a bunch of different flash. I'll show you guys again a different one. This is the flash I've been working on recently. So there's these Inu, and I forgot the name of the other one. But yeah, little tigery creatures with different heads and tails. Yeah, I actually really like these, but I could do better than that. Then there's the lady heads, which you guys have seen me do, or if you haven't, they are there on my profile to be seen. And there's the roses, which I also really like, and I really hope I get to do a bunch of them. And then a bit more Japan theme, the masks still need to be painted. So these two, they kind of work well together, but this is more, yeah, to be fair, they are pretty much the same size, but for some reason I see this is more attractive for me to do. And then this, which is probably my favourite flash sheet so far. Just really fucking cohesive. Just works really well. Space is really well filled out. They all breathe. They all stand. And that's kind of what I want my flash sheets to look like. Very, not limit, yeah, it is a limited color palette. Like, it's not a rainbow, but it's still, it works, man. It just works. It just works well. Yeah. Sweet. So. So we've got these down. I'm a fan of that. You might need to touch it up a little bit just for the sake of the sizes of the petals and stuff, but overall it's going to stay roughly as is. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the fan yet. Probably keep this sort of wood colour, maybe do No, because red would be the flower. Yellow details on the top of the fan. Maybe a red rope. I haven't got much blue there, and that's usually my color palette: red, yellow, blue, black. I like the ochre and I like the olivey colors, but this leaves are a little bit brighter, I think, although I could do them in the olivey color. But yeah, man, let's just get straight into it. Let me get another piece of paper. So I like drawing in A3s. For some reason I've always leaned towards A3s. And at first when I started using them, I didn't know how to fill the pages. But yeah, I've always just drifted towards the bigger A3 for sketching, which is kind of weird. A lot of people sketch in tiny paper, which I also get, but I don't know why I like the A3. Let's get into it. Let's see if I can, because I can't really be bothered to be on camera while I'm feeling kind of shitty. And I also want to watch a video at the same time. But no, it's not gonna work, is it? So I'll just stay on camera. All good. Let's spotlight. What is a spotlight? Oh, I'm a spotlight. Yeah, alright. We can do a bit more spotlight. Filter. Sun-kissed. Oh, look at me, I'm sun-kissed. Pop. Just RGB. Let's do sun-kissed. Oh, yeah, let's just do sun-kissed. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger as well. I don't know why I said I don't want to be on camera and then I'm all playing around with the front camera. Yeah, cool. Let's just get on with it. I got a bunch of different pencils the other day. So this is what I'm using to sketch. And this feels a bit wasteful to sketch with because these pencils are not cheap. These are Caran Dash, oh shit. Caran Dash Swiss made. Permanent color, LFI. Barcode. And I bought this thinking it was a black, but it turns out it is dark indigo. Hence why I'm using it to sketch with. I also have these, not so expensive but still good quality, Faber-Castell Whole Bleu, Halo Bleu, Deep Scarlet. I would use this one more to sketch with, this super light one, but on this paper, this is just the cheapest paper I can find. Yeah, on this paper, it's kind of me. I have to press really hard for it to show. And I bought these basically because this one's starting to, yeah. I mean, it's still usable, but yeah, and they're actually really good. This is the Mitsubishi pencils. They're actually really, really good. But yeah. Right, let's sharpen this a little bit. I'm not going to draw the whole Torrigate because that's basically going to be a copy and paste. It's just the same frame. in all three. And the thing that's going to change is the inside scene. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna use the light pencil just to organize the page a little bit. One design there. One design there. Flower or bonsai. Be able to torrigate there. Or maybe flower there, bonsai here. The fan would work there as well, as I also kind of want to have space for the stamp. Not kind of, I want to have space for the stamp. And this leaves this sort of space for the stamp. And same thing on top, but we'll just work with that for now. So there's three different wide body backgrounds I want to work on. The three elements, I guess: wind, water, earth. Fire is not going to be a part of the background. That's more of a frame or a decorative element. So yeah, cool. Let's do this as well. You guys can't see that, but they are there, the little markers for it. This is also going to be a very unaesthetic session, just like the other one, unfortunately, so I might just cut it real short. But we do have to get some done today, because I want to be lining this flash sheet tomorrow or the day after. I've only got about a week until I go to the UK. I want to make sure I have these designs ready. Alright, I'm going to look at some references. Tiny little squirrel. Tiny little Charmander. And for some reason, in the same set, came a fucking huge Bulbasaur. Look at the size difference between the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur. This is from the Pokemon shop. But that's not the size, that's not the real size difference, not in the anime. But yeah. Tease what it is. I could do so many different corrugates, man. I'm not gonna lie. I could literally do so many. Endless options with these, which is great. It is truly, truly great. Cool, man. Let's just get straight into it. So, obviously, the corrugate sort of frame. It's not perfect, but this is only a sketch. Any inconsistencies or imperfections I'll fix when I put it onto the iPad. So about these clouds, I wanted to end here because I want to get some lightnings coming out of it. And once those are done, sort of get the clouds. Try and get them to be an even size throughout. I'm not getting smaller as they go in, I'm not getting bigger as they go out. Just maintain an even. And then for the wind bars, dude, this is the bit where I get a bit lost. Let me have a quick look at some backgrounds. Very unclear as to whether there's a logic to the behind the clouds. There doesn't seem to be. This is just a swell behind the swell kind of thing, but with no clouds. So oh, that's how I'm gonna do it for this one anyway. Well, that's kind of the idea. I really do like that actually. Lightning going towards the other swirl. And then we've got the darker pencil now. Before that, I'm going to try and give this lightning a bit of a better sort of. I'm not sure exactly if that's how lightnings are drawn. So let me have a quick look at some references again. It's just like, where exactly do they change direction? What angle they change direction at? Again, there doesn't seem to be much of a logic, which is really annoying. But I feel like there is in traditional yeah, okay. So that's kind of how I visualize it. Robert Steele Tattoos, thank you for the reference. That's the only change I'm going to make. It's just make them go all the way down. That's sort of it. Cool. Now that we've got that down, I won't do this one. That's the only one I'm going to skip, just this one. Or maybe I could even do another one here, just to cover the whole bottom of it. And that's a bit redundant, maybe here. We'll see. This is just the red layer. So now we're getting onto the dark layer. I'm going to start with the lightning actually, because that's basically the foreground. Skip this one. Make this one a little bit shorter. And a little bit more angled outward. That's my lightning. And the key here is going to be to play around with to play around with the grey washes to show the contrast, to show there's enough contrast there. What? Oh my god. Alright, my battery's dying, so I'm not even gonna bother doing more of the stream. I know I haven't done much. 42 minutes to just show a little bit of my work and do this. Not too much at all. Alright, whatever. I can't be bothered to be playing around with cables and shit right now. I will try and be better prepared for the next session. Maybe I won't stream until I'm feeling good again, until I'm actually feeling good. But yeah, so that's the basic idea. Sort of a wobbly background. Gazumi. I need to actually I think wabori refers to the style of tattoo and irezumi just means tattooing, but it might be the other way around. So I'll double check that and make sure that it's right for the next session. I might come back and stream again, I just need to charge some stuff. Let's show this a little bit of how it would be. So this would be either black or very, very dark grey. And then from here, it would be kind of like a lighter grey. Going not right up to the edge, but I think that's how I want to do it. I think maybe even coming out from dark here outward, so that these two blend a little bit. I'm not sure I want to keep this skin line here or not. We'll see. And then for these wind bars, do like alternating dark light again. So if this one's dark, and I'm only going to do this little corner because I can't be bothered to do the whole thing, I can see it, and I don't want to make it even messier. Light, dark, and maybe even from dark to light. So from a black to a dark grey, and then this one from a medium to a light grey. And leave a bit of a skin gap. And so on. And so on and so forth. I don't know if I want to do the same here or not. It might look cool, but I'm a bit lost. I'm gonna have to look at a bit more. I'll draw a couple more. See some more references. See how people solve that issue. But yeah, that's the idea. I'm fucking dying over here. So I'll leave it for now. I might come back later. I might come back tomorrow. Might come back in a couple of days. Might not come back till July. Who knows? But yeah, we're done.